And just like that, America, the tripod is back. We are back. I miss these two. His IDD is a wet my whistle. Wednesday, and the gummies have been popped. So if you're laying money down, somewhere in the middle of segment 2, first rabbit hole, that's where I'm putting. If I'm laying it down on DraftKings, I'm going, when does IDD go off the rails on DraftKings? It's probably over under. What do you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd say
segment two,
probably.
yeah, easy.
Mid-segment maybe? Or maybe early with him, because he's kind of an early one. He kind of likes to start right in with a that's his calling card.
You mean first segment?
No, second segment.
Like he said, you're
the rabbit hole connoisseur.
But I'm definitely a rabbit hole guy too.
Oh, we all are.
Yeah.
We all, but he's the master. Like he just
You are. I'm a master.
Look, this is something.
We're all masters.
You're a master rabbit holer.
You're the sober rabbit hole.
That's true. You are kind of a super rabbit hole. Well, if DraftKings is betting on before the gummy kicks in,
I'm more of a facilitator.
If we're going before, well, DraftKings probably has it. If you're laying bets here, it's probably before the gummy, and after there's probably 2 bets. There's probably 2 bets.
Two bets.
I'm just saying. There's probably 2 bets. Well, it's him probably before, and after it's probably
He doesn't do it on the show, so.
Have you? No, he's done it.
I've done some rabbit hole stuff where I'll just I'll do the Michigan thing. Like I'll be like,
that's always a rabbit hole.
Because he goes to Michigan. Like I'll go down here. You know what I mean? Or I'm like, oh yeah.
There's always a rabbit hole to be had with me, and he'll always find it.
Yeah,
he'll always find it.
I found it last night. I troll on my sports updates. So last night, Pistons made like a little trade where they got rid of Karis LeVert, who played at Michigan, and they ended up. It was like you probably saw it. It was like this massive, like 4 or 5 team trade.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Like, and then they ended up getting 2 guys from the Bucks. They got Torian Prince, and they got
because Middleton,
Gary Harris.
That's what he's back there.
Right, Gary Harris played at Michigan.
Is he ever going to be healthy again?
So it's like they trade for
because when Chris Middleton was healthy,
Gary Harris,
he was good.
Former Michigan State star, Gary Harris.
If you're relying on Chris Middleton, it's going to be
no. He's probably the most likely to get hurt.
Oh yeah,
him and Kawhi Leonard are 1 and 1A in that regard. Anyway, it's IDD. The Law Dog is over here. The Law Dog, the redoubtable one, and the highly questionable one. Anyway, we're inverted today. Segment 1, NBA free agency update. The Pistons made a move that I wanted to ask you about that.
So say who they got again?
Torian Prince. He played for the Lakers before too.
Yeah.
He's good. Yeah, he's a solid player.
Any relation to the old Prince?
Tayshaun. Detroit. Yeah. No. No, I was wondering the same thing.
No. And then Gary Harris, who's been kind of around. I didn't even know he was still in the league.
Is he a journeyman? He's a journeyman.
He played for Orlando and Denver for a long time. I mean, I feel like he's got multiple years
what's
there.
journeyman? We never talked about it. What's journeyman status? Is it going to be 3 teams or more than you consider?
Yeah, I'd say
3?
No, I'd almost say 4.
I'm thinking 5.
Oh yeah,
5?
I'd say a lot of teams.
For a full, like Rick Brunson was a journeyman.
That's 9.
Yeah, Jim Jackson was a journeyman.
No,
Played for like 12 teams. Yeah.
Is LeBron James a journeyman?
No,
5 teams now. If you do 5, it'll be 5.
He goes different.
It's going to be 5. It's going to be 5. You can't. Here's a charm. You can't go
a journeyman is not an all-timer.
True.
Yes, I agree.
Just can't.
Yeah, it can't work.
But to be clear, this is why he's number 10 on the list. He also technically has the resume. Just another log in the fire. Thank you, Tom, for uncovering this one. There's another reason why he drops. He's also got the career resume of journeyman.
All-time leading scorer in history.
That's just longevity. That's just longevity.
Yeah.
Just longevity.
But I agree.
It took him 19 years to beat a man who made 1 3-point shot in a small ball.
That's fair.
No defense playing 3-point shot in era. It took him 19 years to pass Jabbar, which tells you how great Jabbar really is.
But he's not. His first thing is not to score.
I think his greatest accomplishment is the fact that he's been healthy enough to play all these years.
He spends $1 million a year on his body.
Yeah.
They have all these rules. It's not a physical sport anymore.
Okay.
You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
there's the Euro step and the Allen Iverson special. Huh?
Did you watch?
They always let him play in the playoffs. I'm talking about the 82-game season with a lot of these guys
every year.
Yeah, it's certainly not.
Because they don't touch it.
Quite the slugfest it was in the 80s and 90s.
Every night was a slugfest. The 80s and 90s was a slugfest every night. It didn't start in the playoffs. It was all season long.
Yeah.
Trust me, when the Bulls and the Knicks got together in the regular season, that wasn't a tap dance. It wasn't a waltz. No, I don't think so. It wasn't even a high school prom. No.
Which makes
it was a bloodbath.
That Kareem stayed around 20 years. You know what I mean?
Kareem lasted 20 years in that era.
Yeah, Kareem was a good free throw shooter.
He was. Excellent. For a big man, 7'3".
Yep.
I'd tell you what.
Yep.
That's why he's number 3 on my list.
Beast.
So he's a beast 6 times. And the most unstoppable shot in NBA history, the Skywalker.
Yeah, I was going to.
It is the most.
I would never say unstoppable. I would say unblockable.
And he could do it with both hands from 15 feet away.
It's crazy.
I saw him do that again. Both hands. I saw him in the Boston Garden against the Celtics make a left from the elbow, a fucking left-handed fucking hook shot. And Robert Parrish was right fucking there. And it didn't matter.
Who's there?
Robert Parrish is a Hall of Fame center who's 7 feet tall.
Well, I'm just saying, it doesn't matter who's there. He's 7 feet.
You'd almost have to be
but
like
he hit it over the
Yao
Hall of
Ming
Fame.
size
But I'm
to have
saying,
a chance,
my
you know what
point
I mean?
is, he didn't just make it. He made it from 15 feet over another Hall of Fame big man. That's what I'm saying. He didn't make it over Dennis 6'8" Rodman. No, he made it over 7 foot with a Robert Parrish.
All right, enough of the past.
Enough of those guys. Enough of all those championships. Anyway, so the Knicks now, they've got the 2 guys back in tow, but they're in the. They have ESPN was talking about the LA Summer League or the Vegas one, and they were mentioning a guy that they drafted last year.
Raccoon Daddy?
I think so. Who averaged actually? I thought his numbers were better than I thought they were as a rookie. But they're saying because they brought these 2 guards back, playing time is going to be hard to find. I would justify.
Talking about Daddy or Kolik?
I think it's Daddy. Yeah. But they said to watch him in the summer league because they thought he did really well quietly had a good rookie year for the Knicks. And they were saying, what, because he's supposed to be in the summer league.
He's already been on the Knicks for a couple of years, though.
Yeah.
25 or 24, whenever he was drafted. He was drafted in the second round. He was a second round.
Different guy.
He's a second round guy.
Because Daddy was first round, like 27. And they got Kolik second round.
It's not Cole. It's
Remember Cole? I remember that.
I'm getting part.
Daddy is a cool name though.
It is.
Yeah, he's French.
I'm getting. It's him. He's French.
He was like 27 pick.
They were saying to keep an eye on him because he had a pretty good year quietly under the radar.
Well, they were saying like the Knicks have to evaluate this summer league for him.
Yeah.
Because I think he'll be gone after this year. But I don't know.
Is he on a 3-year rookie deal? Because
I think so. But honestly, I mean, I don't know who else they have playing in that summer league.
So he is a guard. Is he like a small forward type guard, like a 6'6"?
He's like.
Well, this is the thing. A wing that with guard skills, those are commodities. You don't just cast that guy off if he has any game.
They haven't found a way to work him in. I like Mohamed Diawara better than him.
Okay, well, why do you like why?
Because he's like 6'8", 6'9", and can defend.
So he could play 3 or 4, kind of like a stretch.
Yeah.
So he's more versatile in terms of.
I think he's bigger than Daddy. And
Okay.
You would remember him because when we played the Celtics, they put him on Jaylen Brown one game, and he actually did well.
He gave him fits
Because he's long.
He's long. He is long.
But then it's like the summer league is kind of like the G League. Like guys can, average 22 points and then you can't play 2 minutes. And
that's
weird.
That's half true because there are guys like that, and there's guys like Darren Peterson.
Well,
if you saw what that motherfucker did the other night. By the way, Cameron Boozer was on the other side, dropping 20 and 15. By the way, and he got overshadowed, and he looked really good because this guy went 25 and 12 to Tom's point. And Winbag said it, polished NBA game. Like, he scored at all 3 levels. I watched this game. I was like, this motherfucker is already there. He's already ready. Cameron Boozer is already there. They're playing tomorrow night. They're playing the Wizards. He's going to play against the kid. Because he's still pissed off that he didn't get drafted first. So like he's going to, even though Wendy's like, you might want to tune into this game because these two it's tomorrow night. Because these two are going to go at it. They're going to go at it tomorrow night, and good, more power to them. I like this. I like guys that come out of the gate and they're trying to
first from the Wizards. I know they got it. When you look at the roster on paper now, it's better, but it's not like I wouldn't want to play there.
Well,
well, he just means feels like I was better than that guy.
I should have been the number 1 pick. Yeah. And he wants to prove that he's better than this guy.
Yeah,
and I think this guy thinks he's better than him, and I think this is going to be a nice little thing tomorrow night. You might want to check out. But see, this is why I like these kids because they're going at it right now.
Yeah,
they ain't about.
It's good. They're not waiting.
They're not waiting. They're trying to establish. This is a good sign, by the way, America. If you like basketball, you want to see this.
And how many of these guys really make the squad? Maybe 1 or 2 of them.
Only
Like-
60 guys get drafted.
Right, but I'm saying like of summer
guys
league,
playing in summer.
all these guys play. So most of these guys are going to play on the G League squad.
I'd say on
right?
on that G League summer, unless it's a veteran they put in there to get
You
in
might,
shape.
yeah, you might
2 or
get-
3 at the most.
Yeah, at the most.
most.
Like the
At the very most.
Like
it's
on
roster.
those young teams.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, that might be a little. It depends.
That's
If it's
where you get to it.
yeah, like the Wizards team might maybe 5 guys are on that roster.
Yeah.
They got to fill it out because they're going to pay. They're going to pay. What's his nuts? Davis.
between the
And-
Pistons
and
and,
they
the
paid-
Lakers, I knew one guy, recognized
Yeah.
one name.
Yeah.
Like I was like, man,
Yeah.
it was like the movie Major League was like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah.
Like I have no idea.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I just pulled up the Knicks.
Yeah. Who do you recognize? Who do you not
I mean, I
recognize?
don't recognize a lot
A
of.
lot of them. Yeah. Most of
Yeah.
them are on the G League team. His
Yeah.
If
I
they're
mean, so Dadier is there.
Mhm.
Oh wow, he's 6'8".
He's
I didn't realize he was 6'8".
6'8".
So he is as tall as Dior. Well,
Okay.
Dior is 6'9".
Well, they're close. They
They got Tyler Nickel on the squad. He's the kid from Missouri.
I
is
remember
it
him.
Missouri?
Yeah.
Or no, Purdue.
The guard.
He's like a 3-point, specialist. And he kind of like talks
wasn't
like he's from the hood. Tyler Nickel.
He's on Purdue.
No.
He's on the Knicks. The Knicks drafted him.
But does it say where he?
Look him up.
If you
Taylor
scroll
Nickel.
over, it might say where he's
Doesn't
from.
show where he's from.
What
Oh,
is
you're
specialist?
right.
It might fit.
Yep, it does. Vanderbilt.
Andy.
Do you remember him?
Kinda, yeah.
Like he had some moments.
In the
white
SEC
boy, right?
tournament, he had some moments.
White
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
But he talks like
He's like
Oh.
DiVincenzo kind of guy.
Kind of.
yeah, but he's 6'7".
He's bigger.
I'm saying how he talks.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard DiVincenzo
Well, no,
talk?
he's much more hood than DiVincenzo.
Oh, he's worse?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I thought DiVincenzo was pretty bad.
He's hood though.
Yeah.
DiVincenzo is hood.
DiVincenzo's
That- he's not.
Not hood. No.
I mean,
He's got flavor to him, but he's not.
he
Yeah.
didn't grow up in the hood.
This guy sounds like he's from Memphis.
Oh,
Which I mean, he went to Vanderbilt, so
yeah, it's very possible.
Well, that's
yeah.
the SEC. That's SEC.
So he got like that southern drawl
Yeah,
and grew up in the hood
exactly.
type guy. Yeah. That's cool.
I mean,
yeah, I only recognize a few guys.
okay. Well, they were talking about one of those two.
They were
And-
talking about that.
Yes, they were saying
Yeah.
that the Knicks need to keep an eye on this kid because, and look, and we'll get to the Celtics in a minute, but the Knicks won a championship because they built out their roster and they have depth, and this is why this matters.
Yeah.
Because with the second apron, and listen, the Celtics are ahead of the curve on this. You're going to see this again. Mark my words. There aren't going to be 2 max players on one roster for much longer. A lot of second guys are going to be. Jaylen Brown is just the beginning of this. Trust me.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to pay that tax. That tax on the second apron. Go look at what that is. What you have to pay if you go over that apron.
And I'm not big about giving Nico Harrison a lot of love, but he might have been the first guy to
He was
really
the first guy.
to say, hey man, we can't be paying these guys $70 million.
Well, you can't. The thing about Luka, again, Luka
You know what
is
I mean?
Was he the
arguing.
one that didn't pay Jalen Brunson 4 years ago?
He also got rid of
He traded
Nico definitely is he destroyed that roster, but to your
And got lucky.
and got,
Cooper Flag.
and got lucky. But hey, and then he got fired.
Then he got fired.
But I would say I think that's kind of where this started. Was like, are these guys really worth $70 million?
Well, Luka is arguably Luka is as good an offensive player as there is in the world.
Yeah.
But defensively, that's why you don't give that guy $300 million.
Right.
Because you can't be 30 on one end and giving up 30. You just can't. And the numbers don't work. And the thing is,
It's fair.
And the reason the Knicks were successful, they don't have their highest paid player is what? Karl-Anthony Towns? What's he make? 40 something?
And that's because Brunson's a
He's
nice
gonna be
guy.
like 57 this year.
Okay, well, this is the thing. He would be the one guy.
Yeah.
You can't have 2 of them.
But eventually, they're going to have to pay him.
Well,
You know, be out of respect, almost like that.
he's 29.
But I'm saying Brunson's getting
Right.
paid 42.
Yeah,
It's not like he's getting
He's
shit.
not getting nothing.
Right.
But
right.
you're right. He is going to.
But he's
be
worth a lot
one of
more.
those
I'll tell you what, though.
checks.
If Brunson is smart, and I think he is, he will never accept that because he knows that if he does that,
Yeah.
he can't fill out the roster around.
But Towns needs to do that
Yeah.
too.
He does.
For sure.
Because
How many years left on his deal?
Like, how much money do you
I
really
think
need?
He's up for an extension next year.
After this.
Like he could sign one that starts after this year.
This is the other problem.
That's
with
where
Jalen,
he
yeah.
needs to
Yeah.
take a little bit less. It's like, dude, why do you need 60?
What? Honestly.
Yeah.
What's the difference between 42 and 50 million?
Right.
What's the fucking
you gotta
difference?
know.
Like, what do you?
Especially if it
What?
comes with a title.
And by the way,
You gotta know.
Let's be clear.
Yeah.
And you're in a market where you can get endorsements out the
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it right there. You can make this money up in any. If If you're in Boston,
Yeah.
New York, LA, Chicago, and you're winning,
Yeah.
the endorsements come
We'll
to
make
you.
your money elsewhere.
Every local business is coming to you to put you on the poster of something.
Yeah.
You don't
The
need.
Knicks right now are fucking kings in New York.
Of course they are. Oh my God.
They're all over the place.
They're raking in endorsements right
Yeah.
now, and they should. They
Right.
broke a 53-year drought.
Exactly.
They absolutely should. That's where their agent. This is as much the agent's fault as anybody, because the agent don't give a shit as long as his guy gets paid.
Right.
The agent don't give a fuck if the team gets built. His job is to make sure my guy gets paid. No, your job is to make sure you give your guy good advice for his career. That's your fucking job.
Yep.
And this is where agents all miss the bonus, and they skate on it far too much, because all you hear about is, oh, that guy's tough, or that guy's true. No, call it for what it is. They're greedy, blood-sucking motherfuckers. They don't give a shit if that team sinks like the Titanic, as long as that guy got the last lifeboat when it goes down.
The agents do that because the agents can't make. I don't think they can make a lot of money off all these guys' endorsements.
You think the agents aren't making money off a $42 million
It's all about
contract?
They're making. That's why they're pushing
They're
for
making
60
the
and 70 million, because they're
Their
making more
percentage.
money.
They're
Their
already
percentage,
making
yeah.
They're already making enough $42 million.
Right. It's
Yeah.
still, well, it's
Yeah,
still,
but I'm
And
saying
they have
they can
more
make
than
a
one.
lot more
They have
off
more.
that. You
They
know
have
what I
more than one client. How much? Listen,
Sure.
it all comes down to greed.
I hate.
yeah.
Listen,
Exactly.
Gordon Gekko, fuck you. Greed is not, in fact, good. Greed. Nothing has destroyed this civilization worse than greed.
Amen.
So fuck you, Gordon Gekko, and fuck all these agents, because honestly, you're the reason these fucking teams get split up.
Right.
Okay, and which leads me to fucking. We were gonna get to it eventually, but this leads me to Boston. I can tell you unequivocally, without a doubt, why Jaylen Brown was traded. I can tell you without 100% accuracy. And Brad Stevens dropped enough clues. I mean, anybody with a half a brain would have figured it out. But the point is
Back
that
to they were up there saying it wasn't a financial decision.
But just
they're going to
just
spend the money.
close-
But the thing is, they're going to spend to the cap. They're just not going to have it all allocated in one or two players.
But before you-
It's not about the money. It's about him.
But before you dive in,
He can't be making that money.
you
He's
guys
not
got Andre Drummond. Let's just finish up the free
Yes,
agency.
they got
I'm trying to keep you
Drummond.
on track to your
Yep,
thing here.
yep.
So Andre Drummond, good backup center.
It was the best they were going to do.
And he's better free throw
$3.5
shooter than
million.
than Mitchell Robinson. Yeah.
Dre's
Dre's going to get you some boards.
They're going to suffer on defense.
That's
Yes.
Mitch can defend.
Yes.
But and that's a guy where I do understand him going for the money, because
Yeah.
Mitch could only get a few $1 million a year from us. We got 15 with Boston. That's
I
a
thought,
big.
I thought it was 48 or something.
It's
right?
3 years at 47 million.
47, so almost
So it's like
16.
it's almost
15
it's 15.
It's great.
No.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Life-changing
And
for
that's
him.
different than like 3 years, 12 million.
Absolutely.
Like, I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
It's not the difference of 40 million to 50 million.
We lost
Yeah,
Luke
it's-
Cornett on a similar deal.
Yeah.
We couldn't.
We
pay
lost
him.
Luke Kennard for $13 million, 2 years.
Because look, I'm all
Sucks.
for a guy. I'm all for a guy, especially these kind of guys. Like Robinson dug in for 8 years in that organization.
Exactly.
And I'll bet the Knicks probably said to him, look, if you can go out and get more, you owe it to yourself to go out and get more. I think the Knicks would
It's
work.
going to suck that they wouldn't go to the second agent for what.
Again, my thing, and we didn't finish this the other night, my thing, and I get it that Larry Shamet played well, but it's easier to find a shooter than it is a defensive big man. It just is.
Did Shamet
There's
leave?
more
Is he gone?
shooters.
Oh,
They kept him at 4 years, 24 million, which isn't a big deal.
Oh, that's
Don't
not
get me
a lot of
wrong,
money.
it's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
But the point is, if they could have used that money and somehow kept him, you can find another shooter.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shooters, 6'5", 6'6" shooters out there. There's not a lot of 6'11".
I don't think they
But I feel
felt
like you guys
it was
lost
gonna
somebody else. Didn't you guys lose somebody else?
No.
Pick up anybody, or did everybody stayed?
We might lose Jordan Clarkson, but again, that's not.
That's not huge.
That's not.
If you
No.
if he can go get money, go get money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Not that he needs. I mean, he's had a pretty good
No,
career.
the thing about Robinson was he was a safety net for Towns. You had to have a big man that could defend
Yeah.
when he either got gassed or got into foul trouble.
Right.
When he got into foul trouble, that kid saved him
Yeah.
more than once because he had it. And Drummond on offense is better, but on defense he is not close. He's not
Rebounding, he is close.
Close. He's close there.
He's close on rebounding.
Yeah, but if he has to go out and guard somebody, that ain't happening, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So
they take a hit there.
They take a hit there. It doesn't kill them,
No.
but it hurts them. But so the thing is with the Jaylen Brown thing, look, every meat puppet up there it's not about the money, but then you take it on Paul George. Paul George has an expiring contract. It's a 1-year deal. Jaylen, they're not understanding. And the thing
Paul
is,
George is only 1 year.
he has 1 year with a player option, but here's the thing about the player option. That's an expiring contract, and that's very easy in a trade.
So they've got
Yeah.
to move him.
They're going to move him. They're going to move him for the next guy who's going to be Tatum's running mate with that $27 million exception and those 8 first-round draft picks. They're just, what the Celtics front office is doing right now is they are scouring the league. All right, who's the team that's going to be a buyer at the trade or seller at the trade deadline? Who's the guy? If they don't get Trey Murphy before the year starts, which, by the way, there's a very good chance they will, because the reason, and this is the other thing, the reason this deal happened so fast is because there's a certain amount of time that those picks have to stay in limbo before you can use them in a deal, like, say, 30 days, for example. That's why they push this deal, because they don't want to risk losing Trey Murphy, because the Celtics now have the assets to get him in a fair swap. And George would probably be in the deal, and or Derek White, one or the other. But the point is, okay, you get a 6'8" guy who drops 22 a night, who's 26 years old, making half the money Jaylen Brown was making.
You get rid of Derek White for him?
He's 31 years old, going to be 32, and he's on a big contract. And Derek White had an awful year last year. Like his stand, not defensively.
Yeah.
He's still good there. But his shooting was part of the reason. Again, they shouldn't have been shooting those shots anyway. Yeah. But if you're going to play that fucking style, one of your guys who shoots the most can't be shooting 30% from there.
Yeah.
It doesn't work, okay?
Well, he also had to do a little more without Tatum, right? That's probably...
Tatum helps all of them. This is the other thing that people don't understand. And look, Brad Stevens, I laugh at you assholes who don't know anything. Because Brad Stevens was not going to go out there in front of a microphone and trash Jaylen Brown the way out the door. The guy helped him win a championship. The guy's an all-NBA caliber player.
I'm glad he finally came out and said something.
He was going to say something, but you should have heard Windbag today. He was kind of trying to smile. He's like, Brad wasn't telling you everything.
Yeah.
Because Brad's not going to go out in front of America and say the real reason he's gone is because he wants to be the alpha dog on a team that has Jason Tatum on it, and he ain't that guy.
Yeah.
He's not going to be that guy here. And by the way, that tells every team out there that might want to get him, he wants to be the alpha no matter where he goes.
He's real good.
He's real good, but also we've seen him as the alpha. We saw it in Game 7 when he had to make the shots against the Sixers. He went over.
Do you find it ironic that he's now on a team where 4 guys think they're the one?
Yes, I said this the last show. One ball, 4 ball hogs.
Yeah, you got Edgecombe. I mean, all these guys could be like... Yeah. I mean, Edgecombe could be a number one on the
I think Edgecombe can play off the ball. The other guys,
they can't. No, they can't.
Yeah,
they can't. And this is the other problem. The Celtics.
We know that. The Celtics think they're number one.
The Celtics had 2 guys like this. Now they have one with a supporting cast. C. Shea Gilchrist-Alexander. C. Jalen Brunson. So I'm telling you. This is the formula. I'm saying this is the way to go. This is the new way.
And Brad Stevens
saw this and went, You don't want, and again, the thing is, Brad said all of this without saying this. Jalen and I had conversations after conversations. Brad Stevens drafted and coached this guy. He knows him better than anybody. He knew he was not going to go back to being Tatum's Robin when Tatum came back. He wasn't going to do it. Yeah. Okay, and that's how they won. That was the formula that won him a championship. Yep. He was not going to do it. And that's why he's like, no, they can't win. I'll tell you that because he didn't say it. He's not going to go back to Robin. He wants to be better.
And am I crazy? When they won the title, was Imi the coach, or was it? It was Mazzulla's first year.
It was
that the year
second year. No, it was the second year. They lost to Miami when they blew that fucking the 8th seed. They were down 3.
But was it the year before? So he started in 21. So this is going to be
the year after they lost.
5th year.
5th. Crashed the car 3 times in 4 years. Okay, so he has. You know he has. You know he has. There's no Celtic team in history but this one that lost 3 out of 4 series to lower seeded teams. And they were healthy for the most part.
It's like wasting it. Man.
Wasting it. You wasted this window.
Every time they've lost, it's been ugly.
It's been ugly. It's been a collapse. It's been a collapse. Yeah. That's what, look at, Brad Stevens knows exactly what he is doing. I was telling the guys at the football field tonight, one guy came over and goes, man, I was just coming over to check on you. Are you okay? You all right in the hug? This whole Jalen Brown thing. And I looked at the guy's son I coached, and I said, so you know what I love about stupid people? They don't do any research. I said, you think the Celtics got fleeced here? Let me tell you how the Celtics just fleeced the league. Because now they're out of that contract, and people go, oh, yeah, Paul George is 1 more year, max, and then he's gone. He's traded 1 more year. Jaylen Brown, think about it. On July 13th, by the way, Philly, it's coming up. He is due a 2-year, $142 million extension on top of the 3 remaining years he has left.
So what can you say no to that?
But tomorrow,
I'll tell you why you say no, because the next 4 the next 4 years, Tom, here's why you say no. Not this year, the next year, 60, then 61, then 70, then 72.
So if you do the extension, it's lower than that?
No, it's higher. It goes from 60, 61 to 70 and 72.
But that's what I'm saying. What if you say no to the extension?
Then you have a disgruntled superstar in your hands for the next 3 fucking years. What's that locker room going to look like, Tom? Yeah, you look at the fate, there it is. It says it all. He wouldn't want that in the Knicks locker room any more than I want in the Celtics locker room. He had to go. And Brad's not going to say that because the kid did a lot in 10 years there, and he's going to get his number, and he deserves all of it. But he couldn't suppress his ego for the greater good. I kept saying it. Kevin fucking McHale. Kevin McHale did this with Bird. Kevin McHale's in the Hall of Fame, 50 grade. Numbers retired. Kevin McHale's a fucking icon. It's God. Okay, and that could have been Jaylen Brown. No, Jaylen wants the ball more. Go with Tyrese Maxey and go with Joel Embiid. Let's see you three fight over the ball. Oh, by the way, because you still have two max players, you can't build out your roster. You have no depth.
It's already thin.
It's already thin. Now it's thin for 5 years, whereas with Paul George, it would have been 2 max. The Sixers have no idea the hole they dug themselves, and they're not winning the championship. They're still not better than the Knicks. They're still not better than the Celtics. They're not. I don't think they're better than Detroit.
No way.
I don't think they're better than the Pistons right now. They're 4th at best in
We've
the East.
known for 15 years the Sixers don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And add 16. You should have heard these idiots on there because the Boston, because they're all bitter assholes. They called to the Philly sports guys, and they were all talking. Oh yeah, and they're wow, you guys must be really happy down there because they're fucking stupid up there. Wow, you got an all-star player right, and coming off his best year, and he's like, yeah, how you guys could be so stupid? And I'm just laughing at these idiots going, these morons have no idea.
But surface level, I kind of see it.
You
Because
cannot.
I'm just saying. You've kind of made me see your point on this.
It's Brad's point. This isn't me, Brad. This is why Brad did all of this.
I still don't trust him.
Brad Stevens.
Take Jaylen Brown out of it. Name me one bad move he has made. That's what he has.
Well, I mean, right now, Missouri.
He hasn't fired.
Right.
Yes.
Because I think.
But did he have the talk?
But it's hard.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
That's your guy, so you know how it is with you. You hire your guy, you're like, fuck,
The
you
only
know.
reason I don't trust him is because you've pointed out for 4 years now the Celtics are playing the wrong way.
They are. And your Knicks proved it.
Right.
No.
And I'm saying, and
Oklahoma
and it hasn't changed. And he is the one person
that can,
with the power to change.
Yep.
So that's the only reason I'm still like.
Well, here's Brad Stevens' problem.
And also, he signed Jaylen, even though you said it was more the last owner.
The owner is the one who
else.
wanted this done.
I still kind of put it on him.
If the owner, if Wick Grossbeck had a brain, Jaylen Brown is still here at $200 million. His exception is less. And Holiday's probably still here. Horford is still here. Porzingis is still here. That group never got to really run it back. Okay, they never did. So that 1 year, because Porzingis missed half the year with injury, they never really got to run it back. But the point is, they blew it up. Okay, fine, I get it. The second apron came into play. This two max player thing is not going to fly going forward. And Brad said that. That's the one thing he admitted.
Why do they do this, Bush? What the salary caps? Fuck off.
Here's the thing
you
about
guys are making money hand over fist.
it's not about that because it's still a high ceiling, higher than it's ever been. But now everybody's playing. Nobody can outbid anybody. They're all playing from a level. It's all about how you manage your roster, how much money you have. But you have a ceiling where it's a hard ceiling. It's not like football where it isn't a hard ceiling, or baseball where there is no ceiling at all.
And you can
baseball has the Cohen tax because of the Mets.
Yeah.
And Adam Silver's dream is alive. You got 8 different champions in the last
What are you going to hit to
few
reach
years,
that?
right? Parity is what they wanted to create.
They want parity. That's why they want an even
Which
playing
sucks because we're
field.
not going to get that.
No, this is where the GM has to do his job, and you have to have a good fucking coach.
I just hate the
Which
fact
you
that-
have, and we don't.
But they also have these things where it's like, if you made first team or second team, you can sign this supermax extension.
Yep.
And it's like, what? Like, that's why Jaylen Brown got paid that much.
Yeah.
Because he triggered it with a second team All-NBA.
But the facts are, Tom, the best offer he could have gotten was $185. He didn't. The Wick Grossbeck could have said they didn't have to pay him it. All they had to say was, "Look, we could pay you this, but here's what we're not going to be able to do."
It would have been the same type of disgruntled because they could pay him that. If they hadn't, he would have been disgruntled. It would have been a similar thing.
He'd be making $200 million, which is more than anybody else could have offered him.
Dude, I'm
how disgruntled is he going to be?
But dude, it's the same. It's the same shit as all these guys. How disgruntled is Jalen Brunson going to be that he took a 4-year 140 instead of a 4-year 270?
Jaylen Brown has a dad that was in the league 9 years that knows how to make money outside of basketball with your basketball resume. I know he did. No, I don't think he does. Because if he did, then well, actually, you know what? Maybe you're right. But really? Here's the problem with that. He's probably a Rhodes Scholar, but basketball intelligence, he's a fucking dumbass.
But he's the smartest guy in the room, guy.
Basketball intelligence, he's dumb. Remember 10 offensive fouls the same way. How smart is he?
Right.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
That's Greg Kite dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Matt Patricia dumb.
Maybe not dumb, just
Basketball
lack
dumb.
of awareness.
Say Matt Patricia stubborn, an ego, and that's the main reason he's.
Oh,
gone.
Matt Patricia just had it. I mean, he was
The definition of dumb.
Yeah, he was out of his
He's
league.
destroyed
Like,
more. Matt Patricia's the only guy that can stop Tom Brady.
You gave him a Ferrari and he drank a 40 right before he hit.
Dumb as the day is long.
Turned the
Matt
key,
Patricia.
you know.
I mean, I swear to God, some people really owe Bill Belichick favors for that fucker to still be around this long. Okay, because he sucks. Okay, and the thing is, Jaylen Brown, for all his talent, his ego got in the way,
Patricia's the defensive coordinator at Ohio State.
and they lost.
I just they're
Oh, you knew it was coming too.
Yes, we did. We predicted it on the show.
Right, it's coming.
if they're putting a cap or second apron, however you want to call it,
Yeah.
you got to change these rules. I just read something that
Gotta get so creative with this stuff.
Jokic
You do.
is going to be eligible for a $370 million extension.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like,
Look at the one that Giannis is going to get in Miami.
but I'm saying if
290.
there's a cap, what
And
is this?
he's going to be past his prime. But again, you only have one contract you can do that.
No, I'm not hating on the player.
Yeah,
like,
I
if it's
mean-
I'm just saying-
I'm all about people getting their
Yes.
get your
Look,
money, dog.
But my thing is, if you're going to put a cap, then what are these rules about these extensions that make it impossible to build a full team?
It's not
Yeah.
impossible. Your team did it. The Thunder did it.
$370 million
The Thunder because they didn't get greedy. Hey, how about this, America? We just talked about it. How greedy do you need to be?
These
What's
teams are
those
getting a
things
lot
that
The
we
smarter.
owners get to be greedy.
The owners are the owners. They own the fucking league. They can do what they want. It's their league.
There's where the greed is.
That's their league.
I've watched.
The NFL owners are just as fucking greedy. So are the baseball owners.
I know.
Son, let me know when there isn't an owner
That's my
like
point.
this.
Why can't these billions
They're never going to
pay the money?
That's the fight you're never going to win.
These GMs
So I
have
don't-
gotten a lot.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them, but many of them have gotten a lot smarter. I've watched everything Rob Pelinka's done because I was like,
He
geez,
had a hell of an offseason.
he's done a great job.
He did.
Not all GMs, and you go over
Every time
to
Pelinka does a
Tra-
good job, they stick.
Trajan Langen. Well,
He got the
right players.
he got the right players to go around the guy.
because he got rid of the guy
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that had an opinion about everything he was doing.
Oh, you mean Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, exactly. Another sports guy, the West Coast version of Jaylen Brown.
No,
Trajan Langen hasn't done the same thing in
I
Detroit.
think
They should have got Trey Murphy. They didn't. And the rumor now with Detroit
He
is
did. That's why LA can't win.
they need one. They need one guy to come in. I've always thought they needed a veteran. You know, I've always talked about Day going there to end his career. They just need a veteran in the room. The rumor out of Detroit now is that they're really going after Kevin Durant, trying to figure out a way to get him to Detroit.
We said this on this show. Kevin Durant.
Trey Murphy talk
would
is
be
gone. You're
perfect.
Boston's talking about it.
Well, Boston, his problem. You don't have the assets to get it. We do.
On paper, I think it's right about KD, but it's similar to a James Harden thing.
He has to be willing to take a step back.
He has to.
He
But
has to be
he
second
comes
fiddle.
in and he could be that veteran in the locker room, and he can be that just, hey, go out there and hoop, Kevin.
Dude, he is an automatic assist for Cade Cunningham.
Oh my God.
He's an automatic assist.
But to
Yeah.
come in and be like this wise vet, he's never done it.
You're right.
No, but he always
He hasn't
you know
done
what?
that.
He always came in before.
He
because
hasn't
was
done
gonna
that in the
man.
last- he hasn't done
This
it
would be
in the
the
last
first
three
time.
teams.
He's not coming in to be the man. He's coming in to be the second to beat Robinson.
It would be his
Can he-
sixth team.
this
Would
is
he
the-
be a journeyman?
This is the question. He'd have a journeyman's resume.
He has a journeyman's
The
resume.
point is, can KD, and this is about,
2 NBA Finals MVP.
Yeah, that's
he's
true.
37. He ain't that good.
No, I'm saying he's not a journeyman.
Yeah, he's
No,
not a journeyman. Yeah. I was
that's
just kidding.
but no, I get it. But the point is, the question, and this is, and we said this when we talked about it before, can he accept that role up here that Jaylen Brown was no longer willing to accept in Boston? That is the biggest reason Jaylen Brown is gone, and you never heard it, which tells you that is the number one reason. Brad wasn't going to come out and say it.
Man, this is the first year in a long time where I've watched Rob do his job, and I'm like, dang, he left too. And then the next minute they pick up somebody. Like, oh, well, that's a good pickup.
Yeah.
I really like Kevon Looney being the backup center to Walker Kessler.
Oh,
I thought that was a
Looney.
great pickup.
We're talking about the
They
Knicks.
got him for nothing,
Yeah.
right? They're still working on trying to get Kuminga, but my problem with Kuminga is they've already had a meeting with him, and they've basically given him the blueprint. Like, hey, your issue in the league is no one's ever given you an opportunity. You know what? They didn't let you start in Golden State. They didn't let you start in Detroit. They didn't let you start in Atlanta. We're going to let you start, and this is how we're going to work you in, and this is where you fit. And he's still not sure. And I'm like, it might be more of a Jonathan Kuminga problem. But if we get him, I would love that. I would like, oh my God, because he's still really young.
Yeah,
You know
He was
what I mean?
good in the playoffs for Atlanta.
Yes, he
Yeah, he was, man. Yeah,
He won
so-
a couple games. Or won like
He was the difference.
Yeah, and again, now you've got Luka and everybody else. You got your center.
Yep.
You know, you got Austin Rivers. I mean, I think they or Austin Reeves. They had to pay him because
They should have paid him.
They should have paid him. He earned it.
4 years,
talk about a guy that's
185.
earned
Hey,
it,
but that's your number two.
undrafted.
What
Yeah.
if Jaylen Brown was 4 years, 185? Do you think
Right.
he's still a Celtic? He probably is.
Yeah, amen. Yeah.
So I'm just saying. Anyway, we'll take a break. Stay tuned. We'll come back. USA Soccer out. Who's to blame? Oh, baby, this is going to be fun. Come back. Segment 2. Boom.